Third. All right, you ready to go?
Yes, sir, man.
We're recording now, so we're officially live out here under Vibecast, bud.
All right, man. What episode is this? This is your fourth one?
This is fourth, yeah, fourth.
Nice, very nice. And
Fourth.
you've been doing this. You did it with what, your cousin?
I started with myself like a couple months back, just by myself. Then I had my cousin on.
Right.
And then I did another one like this week, like 2 days ago. And then me and you've been trying to link up and do one for a while.
I know, dude.
Since a while, dude.
Dude, life takes over, man. And I did catch your last episode, and I saw that you said that you're happier. You're in a happier place. That's good to hear, bro.
Fuck
Good
yeah,
to hear.
dude. Yeah, for sure. Definitely some big updates in that one. But
you took a lot of changes, right? Did a lot of stuff to make that happen, right?
basically, yeah, dude. I just been kind of grinding myself for the last couple of months, you know? It wasn't an easy decision. I don't know if anyone's watching. I've watched the ones before that, but the big thing is I'm leaving my job, so
Yeah.
job I've been at for 5 years.
I see that, bro. I see any big life changes, in my opinion, as like big news, even if it's like to you.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
it's like
Yeah.
it's a really good thing. I see it as 100% positive. You know, when it comes to anything like that. You know, I don't know what topics you want to get into, but
Dude, we're just gonna go with it, man.
all right,
We'll end
yeah.
up over a little bit of everywhere, but yeah, dude, it's a huge change leaving somewhere for 5 years. Literally, it's a huge risk, a huge change. But at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, do I want to do something that I'm miserable doing? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean,
It's like,
you've been in a place for 5 years, right?
yes,
For you to come to that conclusion now,
yeah.
who cares if
At
it's too
24,
late, too early? It doesn't matter. We're young as fuck regardless. You know what I
literally,
mean? Like,
literally,
we're young as fuck. We just hit you what, 24, 25? I just turned
24,
25. I mean, bro, we just hit the end of the first quarter. I mean, come on. You know
literally,
what I
dude.
mean? Like if you have something that you want to do, like you said, you're back at school now. That's fucking great, bro. That's fucking great. I
Yeah,
mean, what happened with this country and like the state that we're in now, and for you to realize that now and be in a spot where you can maybe financially do it as well,
yeah.
like fuck, do it.
That's the scariest thing like the scare. The scariest thing is like, okay, now you don't have a steady check anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Sure,
everything,
sure.
something to rely on. That's the scariest aspect of it. But it's like, I just at the end of the day, it's like, once you realize, like, hey, okay, I'm financially able to do this now. Like now, for me, is the time to do it. No kids,
Mm-hmm.
no family,
You kidding me?
no fucking
Yeah,
mortgage, no
single.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
So it's like,
That's
if
awesome.
I'm gonna make this big change now, it's just time to do it. It's been a thought in my head for at least a year and a half,
Yeah,
least.
dude.
So
Well, that's a long time for it to run through your head, and for you to also
literally,
be happy at the same time and just juggle everything, just juggle life. You know,
literally,
that's
man,
awesome, dude.
literally. So what's been up with you, man? I know you're working in the city at one point,
Yeah, man.
commuting into the
Well,
city, and now
I'm
what? You're still at
still
home?
I'm still at the same place, right outside the city. Right in Hoboken, and I'm working at the same job. Actually, almost a year now, which is kind of fucking crazy to think about that.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's going good. It's going good. I mean, the job is steady. I'm actually going to be looking for a new place soon, within the next couple months. I'm thinking about. I don't know what I'm going to do yet as far as where I'm living. I think Sean, my roommate Sean,
yep.
and another buddy of ours might be looking to relocate, but I got a couple options, so we'll see. You know, but yeah, dude. I mean, between work and then lately, I've been just, I used to stream. I used to stream. I haven't really been doing that
We used to
anymore.
stream
I don't know.
together, bud.
Yeah, I know, man. I just, I don't know. It was for me. I enjoyed it, but I get other interests, and then I go into other things, and I'm not just consistent with one thing. I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
doing a bunch of different things,
Yep.
and I just been really kind of consistently trying to read more about finance. I've been listening to podcasts and listening to books, and I've been really like interested in kind of wanting to practice you know budgeting myself, and I
Yeah.
always think of the money now and like where it's going, and like
Yep.
stuff that's just how I think about things. I mean, not everyone's like that. Everybody has different perception on money and stuff, but for me, it's I've also been trying to practice and starting to lean towards the FIRE mentality. I don't know if you ever heard of that before,
What is
but
it?
it's FIRE. It stands for financially independent. Financial independence, retire early. So
Yeah.
it's like being aggressive when it comes to saving and investing your money now, whether that's stocks, mutual funds, um, real estate investing. I mean, again, this is all kind of new to me. I'm trying
Right,
to
right,
educate
right. Yeah.
myself and read books
Listen, bro, you got to start somewhere.
exactly, dude.
Everybody starts
And like
somewhere.
I'm just so like invested on learning outside of my 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's just where I'm at. Like job's great. I'm in a good spot, but I want to educate myself more to be doing something where I can maybe do something on the side too. And that's
Right.
something I also noticed that you mentioned too. You have a few side hustles and whatnot. I mean, like I don't. I'm still trying to search for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is it that you've been doing?
Well, I mean, you know Tom Petito, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, he has me and Tom have been friends for years, and
He's got the place at the Cherry Hill Mall, or is that somebody else I'm thinking about?
that's him. Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's the owner of Statement, and
Nice.
he also dates my sister now. He's been dating my sister for like 3 years, but I mean, we've been close way before that. But that's
Mm-hmm.
just something funny, anyways. But he kind of, I mean, Tom's always been doing the sneakers and Supreme and like reselling clothes and stuff, and then
Sure.
I kind of got into I'm not as heavy as him. Like I'm trying to get into it a lot more, but like I do stuff on the side as far as reselling sneakers and stuff. And I mean, bro, there's so much money in it. It's you if you're coming from the outside, there's so much money in it, and it's just like it's just honestly, it's just money that like you literally forget about. Like I just I pick up inventory. I don't have anything in the store. I sold everything now. I have to build my inventory back up, but like I had stuff in the store. You buy, you try to get stuff on release dates and when stuff comes out, and stuff you find on the side, and basically put it in the store and just sell it for a ridiculous amount more
Wait.
money.
So maybe I don't understand his business model. Is it just like a store where you can sell your own stuff?
So
I don't under-
basically, are you familiar with like sneaker reselling as far as like Yeezys, Jordans?
Yeah.
So you're familiar with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the store is basically they set like the term hypebeast.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. The kids that like wear and sell Supreme sneakers,
Okay.
high end like designer stuff. Like basically what they do is like Tom has an insane inventory, he always has. So a lot of the store is stuff that he owns, but then you can consign your own stuff there. Like me, I consign clothing and sneakers and their stuff like Supreme, Bape,
So
Kith,
he gets
like
a
stuff like
percentage
that.
and you get a percentage. That's how it
Exactly,
works.
exactly.
Gotcha.
So the store takes a percentage, and then you get the rest of the money that you make.
Wow.
But
Hmm.
I mean, man, the money is just crazy. Like it is hard to get some of this stuff because it's like everybody wants to do it because like, dude, for instance, I bought a pair of a Jordan 5s, an off-white. Like I don't know if you know what off-white is, but they're like it's a side thing from Jordan, and it's this guy named Virgil. He does like all these custom
Cool.
custom designs on these Jordans and stuff. I ended up getting a pair for retail, which is $225. I sold them for like 950. It's like a
Wow.
perfect example. So like,
Wow. I mean, like, let me. I mean, that's to me like hearing that. That's like shit, man. Like, there's opportunity there.
oh
Like,
my
do
god,
you
dude.
have to like? So, I guess my like next question would be like in that realm of what you're doing and whatnot. Do you like have to like for me to do something like that? Just your average Joe on the street, like hearing this, like how do I get into something like that? Is that something that anybody can get into? Is that like
Anybody can get into it, man. Like you could be nobody just to do a little bit of research and figure out what sells and what doesn't and what's hyped and stuff. But
mhm,
anybody can get into it. You can go walk into the Tom store and say, "Hey, I have a pair of sneakers. I want to sell it." I mean, they don't sell just anything. It's more specific to like the Jordans, the Yeezys, higher
right?
end limited like Nike stuff and the Adidas stuff. And but dude, like I said, if you, for instance, like on a release coming up like in the next week or so, there's a couple Jordan 1s coming out. Say you went on and you hit on a pair, you got a pair, and you want to go sell at the store, you go in the store, put it in the store, and that's it. It is what it is. Anybody can do it. It's just a matter of the more time that you're around the type of lifestyle, you understand what's going to sell good, what sells less, how fast stuff moves. How
Interesting.
do you want to? Are you okay with buying something that it sits for like a couple of months? Do you want to sell something fast? But anybody could get into it, dude. And that's kind of the
Sure.
crazy thing. But it is super hard to get this stuff. Like these sneakers, they're
Is
very
it like is
limited.
it about like timing? Like you gotta like
So
you gotta
basically,
be there, right? When they release or something?
basically everything is online now. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of things going on with these automated bots. and basically they're computer programs that basically automatically check out and run all these instances for you automatically. So like you could basically be going for a pair of shoes, and it's a program that they could vary from $500 to there's some of these bots that are $7,000 to $8,000 for this software. And basically, the more you would spend on the bot is the the better of a bot it is of hitting on sneakers. Like some of these people with these they're really good at botting will hit like 10, 15 pairs, maybe even more of a specific shoe that you get for retail for $175, for instance, of a Jordan 1, and the resale could be anywhere from 400 and above. So factor in, say you're able to get 10 pairs of shoes, figure out what your profit margin is on that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Plus the how much you pay for the bot and everything. Wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy world, man. Like if you don't know about it, it's definitely like it's interesting. Whenever I explain it to people, like my dad and stuff didn't realize that there was this much money in this stuff, but it's crazy, man. It's a crazy world.
You got like, so this is I was talking to my buddy about this the other day, right? He bought like a PS5. He didn't have a bot for it, but because I've heard about that before. I have a few buddies who actually have a few bots, and like they make their money off of this. Like this is what they do for a living. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But he bought a PS5 and sold it for I think twice the amount.
Yep.
And it's like, there's people in the world that will pay like that's America, like
to have it,
to take advantage of that, and there's people out there that are going to pay for that. They're going to pay for that. They're going to like they have the money to pay for that. They're not thinking about the money. They just want the product. And it's like, shit, man. Like, like why? Like, I look at that and I'm like, why the hell am I not doing something like that?
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool.
just
really cool.
It's sick, man. Like this PS4 stuff. When the PS4s, I mean, they were when they first came out around the holidays and stuff. People were getting the PS4s and going into the store and signing them in the store. They were doing that, and they were buying it. The PS4s were what, $400 to $500 depending on which edition and stuff like that. In that ballpark, they were selling PS4s for $1,200, and they couldn't keep them. Like, dude, they would have like 4 to 5 in a morning of opening up, post on Instagram stories and stuff. Hey, we got 4 or 5 in, gone by the end of the day. Same thing with the Xboxes, but the PS5s were so much more desirable this year.
So what kind of store is that he has? Like it's a storefront, right? You can go in, but what is that like considered? Because like, does he have an online shop as well?
There's an online Shopify store, yeah. There's an online Shopify store, yeah. It's all linked to online as well. Like you can go, they have a website and everything. But I mean, basically just the supply and the demand is people like me bringing stuff into the store and consigning it there. And then also Tom is just so good and heavy at it that, he just always has a way of getting all these sneakers and stuff. So, and that's basically the store. It's just filled with these clothes and sneakers, and people come from all over to buy this stuff. To be honest, it's pretty crazy. They're doing amazing.
He has like a following and stuff.
Oh yeah, they have a huge following. I think they have. Let me see. I'll tell you right now how many they have on Instagram followers. They have probably, last I checked. Let me see. I'm gonna look real quick. They have a huge following. It's nuts.
That's crazy. That is awesome.
I mean, they have 12.5K on Instagram, and they just opened not even a year ago. Yeah, they're doing crazy over there. I'm proud of him.
Good for him, man.
Proud of the boy.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, man. So what else is new, man? They've just been you into stocks or anything? You saying, or what are you trying to get into, some stock stuff, or just more or less different things?
Not to get too much into it, but my one buddy actually was telling me about GameStop and GME and everything before it hit.
Yeah,
like there was like he sent me some information about this one guy. I forget his name. The CEO of Chewy, who ended up selling Chewy for I think it was $4 or $5 billion. And he invested a lot of his money into GameStop. And there was a couple articles that I read, and it was all about that. And I want to say it was a week before GameStop had that like big fucking week about like that huge squeeze, right?
Yep.
So I thought, all right, you know what? Like he put a lot into it, and I'm not gonna say how much, but he got a lot. He did well. And I thought, all right, I'll buy a few here and there. I think I ended up buying a couple shares, and I ended up doing pretty well with it too, and it's not even just for me. It's the short term, right? Like for me, it's like for how young we are now, it's all about compounding interest, right? Like if I start investing now instead of, buying some of the things that I want, like the material things, like for me, it's all about like how I want to live my life. It's about experience. Like I want to experience more, do more, especially all this bullshit that's going on with this pandemic. Me
Yeah.
personally, like I'm not able to, you know, go out and about and do like and see the world and see the country and do these things like that I want to do, you
Right.
know, and like I want to do that. Like I want to be in a spot where I can do that, you know, and I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to get there. Like I don't want to have to wait on, you know, and kind of working for the next 40 years of my life. Like, look, I want to be able to be in a good position. Um, you know, at a certain point, but like for me to just start aggressively saving and investing money now, like you said, like, you know, when it comes to stocks, I'm still trying to learn the game.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot involved there. I'm taking kind of more of the safe route as far as investing goes, like investing in like the S&P 500, like the top 500 companies,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and just putting my money because like
Your compounding interest, and
exactly,
you're gonna get
exactly.
dividends.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And like over the past 100 years, like the US stock market has consistently grown 7% every year. So it's like that, yes, it's a safe bet, but like if I put more of it into there and if I'm aggressive about it, I'm just like and like the more like you know, if I'm in a spot where I'm like earning more money and then I'm spending the same a year later, I'm already practicing those same goals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah.
like that's where I'm at in a mental state. You know, that's where I'm at. That's what I consistently want to be doing, you know, on a daily, weekly basis, monthly
Yeah.
basis. But like then again, like new things come up, you know, you know, something might happen with the car and like something might happen with my health, you know what I mean? And like I think,
Yeah.
you know, thankfully I'm healthy, you know, and I'm in a good spot, but like, you know, you can't predict these things, but it's just I don't want to have to rely on someone else financially, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you know, you know, there's of course there's goals that I want and places there where I want to be as far as like a job goes, a job goes. Like I want to be my own boss, but I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Like I don't even know. Like like I've had this job for a year now. I've been out of school for I think almost three years in May, and like we're supposed to have this like like this mindset of like okay, this is the world. Go out into it, figure it the fuck out. Like you should have everything figured out by now, bro. I
Nah.
don't even know what I'm still fucking doing.
Dude,
You know what I
dude,
mean?
I'm gonna, dude, let me. It's one thing that, like, even I kind of was like fortunate enough to understand this a little bit sooner. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe this is because I didn't go to college. I mean, I went to college for a couple of semesters,
Mhm.
and like just like the whole concept of like, hey, you are 17 years old in high school or 16 years old in high school. I remember being in like whatever junior year of high school and sitting down and asking what college I wanted to go to, and at the time I'm like, I don't know what college I want to go to. You know what I mean? Like I'm 16 years old. I'm thinking about going to play basketball and go home and play Call of Duty.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
and just like the whole process of like, okay, by 17, 18 years old, you graduate and you better have a direction to figure it out. Dude,
Yep.
you're still a kid. I'm still a kid. You're both still kids at 24 years old. You know, I started working at 17 and went into trades and stuff like that. But like, and one of the reasons is just because everybody is so, I just feel like you just said, you're so expected to have your whole life figured out in a matter of, by the time you're say 20 years old. Dude, it's fucking impossible, dude. It's just
Like
it's so
yeah.
unrealistic. Like every like you said, new shit comes up that you get interested in, and then you start putting time into this. Like, dude,
Yep.
I at 22 or 21 years old, I built my first computer. I
Mhm.
didn't know nothing about computers. Didn't think I could ever see a career with anything with computers. And now I'm
Yep.
20 years old, and this is what I'm trying to do. Never would have thought about this 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it's just a simple fact. Like, I just feel like if people actually sit down and realize, hey, I don't have to have everything figured out by 25, by 30, maybe not even by, I'm going to say a stretch, 40 years old, you can still figure stuff out. Like, your life's barely over.
But it's like what if like instead of like the whole mindset of figuring it out, like why not like all right, like what you just did for the past 5 years, that chapter's closed. Now what's next? Now
Right.
it's something to look forward to next. Like why
Right.
can't we just have the mindset and like why can't we look at things differently and like that? You know what I mean? Like
I'll tell you why, because our parents are so used to living like my father, retired police officer, pension, moved to Florida, and that was where his goals. But that's how everybody was brought up all these years: was
yeah,
you get a job, you work for 25 years, you secure your pension, your benefits, your medical insurance, and you retire, and you do whatever at that point. But
yeah.
like, I mean, for me, I just realized that that wasn't for me. I don't care about having the pension or whatever. Like I want to do, I want to be able to work till like, you know, until I'm older. I don't know if I want to work till the day I die, but like you were talking about with other things, like if it's possible to get into investing in real estate and things like that, like more of like a passive type of income where you're still able to do all the things that you want to do, but you're not locked down to going to a place for 8 hours a day, you know, a regular 9 to 5 job, like, and having that freedom stripped from you. I hate that feeling. You know, I did it for 5 years. It was a great work experience. I did very, very well for myself financially at 17 to 24 years old.
Fuck yeah,
You
dude.
know what I mean? Like I did everything the right way. And like now to sit here and tell my parents that luckily everybody is so supportive of this, but like it, for them, it's like, what do you mean you're going to leave a job where you have a pension and everything like that? I'm just like, I'm going to do it because it's not what I want to do for myself. Like
Right.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I love everybody's opinion that's close to me, and I value my stepfather's opinion, my dad's, my mom's, everybody's opinion and all their life experiences. But at the end of the day, nobody can envision what you see for yourself. Nobody, your girlfriend, any of the closest person in the world, you know what I mean? They can't envision the picture you paint in your head. So it's like, and that's something that just hit me recently, man. I'm just like, well, a lot of the reason I didn't want to leave was just because, like, honestly, I was worried about what people would think about me. And I'm just like, and that's stupid, but like,
Fuck
it just
that.
happens,
Fuck.
bro. And eventually I just said, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck anymore. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, whether somebody's going to be pissed off me and my family because they don't agree with what I did, it doesn't matter. They'll get over it. You know, it's my life, not theirs. And that's something I feel like many people don't think about or are like scared of.
I mean, you know, the way I think about that stuff is like, honestly, I've it took me a while to realize this, and I think you're at that point too. It's like, fuck everyone else's opinion.
And I wasn't like that my
Everyone.
whole life until the last maybe year and a half. I became like
Bro,
that.
I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I'm telling you right now, I don't care about anyone else's opinions.
I agree.
Yes, they might influence me in some ways. You know, they
you
might.
you value it.
Depending, I value it. I
Mhm.
value it, which might make some decisions a little bit difficult than others, right? But I'm trying to stay in that mental state of like, fuck their opinion. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You
Right.
know, it's just it's hard. Like I might be able to say that fuck that now, but like tomorrow I might, you know, hear something from a friend or from a family member, and like I might, you know, I might start to think different about something. You know, but like I think it's a constant, like it's a daily, you know, struggle
No, 100%, dude.
something that you kind of want to you got to face and practice head on because you know it's just
Bro, like with me,
it depends.
with
Yeah.
me putting in my 2 weeks, like I thought it was great. And like this last week has been a little bit stressful. I've had a lot of stress and anxiety, but it's like,
Sure.
you know, at the end of the day, like I know deep down that's what I wanted to do. And like, honestly, just the only reason I was stressed is just because, you know, you don't have a paycheck anymore. But like when you sit down and start teaching yourself things like you're talking about with the investing and stocks and this and that, like there's so many other ways to make money, man. And like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, you got to be willing to, you know, I get it. Like, you know, it's comfortable making 70, 80 grand a year, whatever, you know, you make. And, you know, that's comfortable. But like, are you happy? You spend more time at work than with your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your wife, anybody.
Keep going.
You know what I mean? You
Louder,
spend
man.
more time at that place. I'd rather make less money,
Yeah.
significantly less money, and be happy. You know what I mean? Because I feel it now at 24, mentally tolling going to a place that I did not like.
I mean, to be able to have to go to this same job and then sleep, right? And then only in between that is your quote unquote leisure time. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like I don't like I'll work, right? I've always I don't fucking care about grades. Like okay, like when I was at school, I did good enough. Okay,
Yes.
grades or whatever. But like outside of school, I've always kind of been hard on myself. Um, and I always wanted to work hard. Whatever job I had, internship I had, whatever I did,
Mhm.
I tried. I pushed myself to just constantly do better and you know ask questions and just do my job, right?
Right.
But like you know we and again like you look at the pandemic, right? And you look at other people's situations and like the fact that we still live in this country and we're able to do a lot of the things that we can do, the fact that you can get up and you can roll over and start your fucking schoolwork and then you can start your fucking stream and then we can hop on and we can do this.
I
I
know.
can do my job and then you know what I mean? And we can
Yeah.
do all these things. It's like we have all these tools available to us. And it's just, you know, it's overwhelming in a way, but there's also so much potential, you
Literally.
know, and you know, after I work until 6. You know, I start at work at 9, I work till 6. And
Yeah.
for me after a day like that, I again, my girlfriend will tell you, like, I'm very hard on myself. I am. Like, and it's not good at times. I measure my
Bro, you
I
sound
measure
very
my
similar to
day.
me, bro.
I measure what I did that day. Like, was I productive enough?
I
Like
know.
like what did I do? Like, I just watched a couple hours of Netflix. Did I deserve that? No, I could have been fucking doing this. But
I
like,
did.
all right,
I'm the
dude.
same fucking
Like,
dude. I just had the same conversation with my girlfriend the other day. I'm like, I feel like I didn't do enough today, and like literally, I mean, like it may not look like I mean from the outside, whatever. Like, dude, I like grind with the school stuff, with the stream stuff, with editing stuff. Like, it might look like
yeah,
little stuff here and there, minute posts and stuff, but dude, like it takes a long fucking time. And like to sit, like when I sit down, like somebody finally tells me, they're like, "Listen, you just did all this stuff today," and I'm like, I actually did do a lot of fucking shit today, and
yeah,
it still
yeah.
feels like I didn't do enough all the time. But
I think we gotta be easy on ourselves. I mean, like
literally,
like put in the work, but like it doesn't mean you can't have the leisure time. Like during the week, like like I try I do my job, and like I try to listen to podcasts every now and then too while I'm working too.
yeah.
And then even off hours I try to read a little bit. But then I play some games at night too. I'll be honest with you, but it's just like trying to find that right balance. It's like and sticking to like a schedule, like you said, like I think you said you're on like some type of schedule now for yourself. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like even to stick to a schedule, even after work for me, like I can't even get to that mental state to do that. Maybe I'm just fucking being, maybe I'm too I don't know. Maybe I should be a little bit more aggressive on that and actually like say like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna read for a couple hours or an hour after work, and then I'm gonna cook dinner, and then I'm gonna work out, and then like there's just so many hours we have in a day, and it's just so overwhelming. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Like
just
it's
feel like
just
there's not enough fucking hours, dude. I go to sleep at like 2, 3 in the morning every night. Even when I was working, getting up at 5:30, I was up till 2 every night.
yeah, but
I don't
I remember
sleep,
you telling me you're one of those people who can sleep a few hours and
dude.
then do what you can for the day.
It's so bad. Like, I mean, it. I just do like I just feel like I never stop, and like, I don't know, dude. Like, I literally run on caffeine, dude. I drink like 2 Red Bulls a day, coffee.
Yeah,
Like, dude, I literally like I don't stop. Just like
yeah,
and just now that like the whole thing with the schedule for me is like now that like leaving a job, like somebody might think, okay, now you don't have to work anymore, you're just gonna sleep till 10, 11 o'clock every day and then fucking do whatever. Like no, I'm not. Like I'm probably gonna fucking be getting up. Like I'm not officially done with work yet. I still have like a few more days left. But
sure.
like, dude, like I'm not sleeping till 10 o'clock. Like I'm gonna be getting up at fucking, I think like 7:30, 8 o'clock is a reasonable time for me to get up, make some breakfast, hop on the computer, do 4 hours of class, 5 hours of class that I'm doing, and then whatever. Like the streaming stuff is still big for me. Like, and I've really been trying to do like YouTube, and the podcast stuff has been huge for me too. Like
Sure.
whether it's not a realistic goal to others, it kind of is for me. So I'm just trying to fit all this into like almost like it's just like I used to go somewhere I hated for 8 hours where I wasn't achieving anything for myself. I was just doing everything for a company that's benefited me nowhere else besides a paycheck every 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
I have the freedom to like grow myself. You know what I mean? Like that's essentially what now it is. Like, my safe career is going to be doing something that I'm super interested in, which is IT stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super good with it, super into it. You know what I mean? And then also I'm just going to keep going with the side shit, the streaming, the podcast, the YouTube stuff, because that's something I've loved for years. But now I have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And
And then you get self-fulfillment out of it too when you're doing these
literally,
things,
dude,
right? I
like
mean,
this is like
even like
this
the
right
very
now is
little
so
things.
leisurely for me, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
so excited to do this all day. I look forward to doing this all day with you. When you texted me this morning or whatever it was, I'm like, oh, we're doing a podcast, and I was fired up, dude.
I mean, I'm gonna, and these are the things that I think about, the micro things, right? So I'm gonna tell you like what went through my head, right? So like, I think you posted on your Instagram story, and I saw it, and I was like, all right, I'll play his episode while I'm working, right? So I'm listening to it, yada yada yada. You bring up my name once, even before you brought up my name, dude, I swear to God, I'll be honest with you. I texted you, I'm like, all right, like like when do you want to do this? And then we started shooting the shit. Then I heard
Yeah,
my name once, and then I heard my name again. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't have a choice. No.
literally.
No, but seriously though, like it's those things, right? And like now we're here, now we're fucking shooting this shit, and it's to me like being on here with you too, like from even for a mental state too. Like I just feel good just doing this,
Dude,
whether it helps you, whether it helps me, like I feel good,
literally, dude, like I love doing this. It's just fun to talk to people, man. Like I generally enjoy talking to people, and like just I kind of like how we literally talk today. didn't have a game plan and we just already had a 30-minute conversation about a bunch of good shit,
Well, because
and it
I
just came
think
from
you and I
nowhere.
can relate a lot, and look, I mean,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of differences between us, but like as far as you have, and you don't need me, your girlfriend, or anyone to tell you this, and this isn't me kissing your ass, but you have the hustler's mentality. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
just
appreciate it, dude.
it's obvious. I mean, it's obvious with the way you talk, with the way you do things. I mean, look what you're doing now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and reflect a little bit. Like it's fucking obvious, bro. I mean, it's
Yeah.
obvious. You're looking to do more, right? You're always looking to do more, and that's I've always been like that too. I'm always looking for the next fucking big thing.
Yep.
And with anything, you know,
Yeah. Nah, dude,
man.
I feel you, dude. Yeah, we
But
do.
but
We both definitely seem like we are like very similar with the way we think about shit for sure.
I just like you said before too, like you miss these interactions, and that's another thing too. Like with this whole pandemic thing, it's
I
just
know,
and
dude.
I know you sounds like you've been doing shit on the weekends. You've been going snowboarding. I saw
Yeah,
you were with some people for the Super Bowl. Like it's a little bit different on my end personally. I don't need to get into that, but like I'm good. I'm all good. Everything's good.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
some people. I listen. I have.
yeah,
If you don't feel comfortable going out around people, that's it's one thing.
sure.
That's the way you chose to live, and that there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't know, dude. I just. To be honest with you, like I really haven't changed my life much, other than being
Yeah,
forced to wear a mask. To be honest with you, like
yeah.
I still go everywhere. I still do everything with friends. Like, and a lot of my friends are the same way. Like, we just don't really. I mean, it's not that we're like we don't care. It's just like at the end of the day, like life has to go on.
I know.
I can't.
know.
I
I hear
can't.
you.
It's
I hear
this
you.
has been going on a year and a half. You know what I mean? And they still want you to do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's like, you know, life has to go on.
I know.
Whether you're going to get exposed to it and get it, hopefully the worst doesn't happen to you. I have a bunch of friends that did get it, and it was. And trust me, I know people that have lost relatives, but I'm talking about for my age group, a healthy person, and it was no worse than a flu for 3 days for them. I'm not saying I want to get it. Or I'm not worried about getting it, but it's like, you know, it's just like just be cautious, and in my opinion, just like life has to go on. You can't not do all this stuff ever again.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, you mean you're right. You are like, and like the more that you say that, and like even before our this conversation, it's just like I'm getting sick and tired of like okay, like you're telling me that me wearing like and I don't it doesn't need to get political, like but like me
No.
having to put on a mask to go to the bathroom at a bar, right? To walk and wear it and then come sit down and then drink my beer and then eat.
It's fine.
You're telling me like whatever they tell you, like look, you're right. You need to live your life. And in October, my girlfriend and I had some PTO days. I'm like, fuck it, let's send it. Let's go on a vacation. We took a road trip. We stopped in Boston. We stopped in Maine. We went to the national parks there. It was fucking beautiful. I had a great time, man. Like, and I need to do like it's not even just like taking the whole week and doing stuff like that. Like even the weekends, I need to start kind of doing more for myself as well.
Yeah.
During the week, a different story. Like I have to stick to my regiment and whatnot. That's
Yeah.
different. That's a different thing. But like just you know, just whatever it is. Like you said, you went to snowboarding on Sunday. Like it's just you just feel you just like you need to experience life. You need to
Yeah.
experience life. And
It's like it's unfortunate for like I don't know, dude. Like, dude, these kids that are like going through school right now, dude. They're gonna be so fucked up, dude.
you know what,
Like they're
man?
gonna have no social
We'll see.
skills.
Yeah,
They're.
it's the social aspect of it that's really scary. And
I mean, I get it, and there's
uh,
unfortunately nothing you can do. You can't stick a bunch of these kids in the classroom. They're not gonna wear,
sure,
they're not gonna wear masks. I get it. You're like that. I understand. I get that. But like,
yeah,
dude, it's just like, and unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that can make it better. But I just feel like this whole generation is gonna be fucking
it's
very. It's
sad.
gonna be very fucking interesting to see
It's
how it all
really
plays out.
sad, man. And I'm thankful that
We're the last
I'm
ones,
not
dude.
them.
We were one of the last generations to just fucking live a normal
Yeah,
fucking
I know.
childhood.
Dude, I'm thankful I'm not in that population. And B, I'm not a parent of those kids.
Oh yeah,
Because like, could you like? It's just,
bro. Like to think about, dude. Like people having kids right now, dude. Like I would not want to have a kid right now.
nope,
I wouldn't want to
nope.
like, not. I don't want to talk about fucking having kids or anything, but like someday in the future, that's far from my mind.
Sure,
But like, dude,
sure.
I can't imagine trying to raise a kid right now in this world, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like,
The fuck,
dude,
it's
I was a kid. I was fucking busting my kneecaps on bicycles, fucking digging in the dirt, out with like 90 friends all the time. Like,
yep.
what do these kids? What do these kids do now? Sit around and fucking iPad and do nothing because you're
You
not
know
allowed
what,
to go
man?
out?
I just it's insane. It's insane. And then like I was thinking today too. This I was as I was, I went to the bank today. I had to get, had to get a few things. Then I ended up going to the health food store to pick something up. But doing my errands and listening to my podcast, and I'm thinking like, like what are some of the things? Because I'm listening, the podcast I'm listening to is about finance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling you about like, like just some tips that you can do as far as what you can do with your money and so on and so forth. And I'm thinking like, well, I'm 25 years old listening to this stuff. What about these younger kids? What the hell are they taught? What the hell were we taught in school that we should know the basics on what we should know
Bro.
and how to fucking live? Like, if my girlfriend ever listens to this, she'll fucking kill me. But she still doesn't have a credit card, and it drives me to the end of the fucking. It just drives me up a wall because, like, I want to be able to eventually have her own place. Like, she needs to have her own line of credit and whatnot. Credit. But like, it's just like she just was never. Her folks and her family never pushed her to do those things. Like, I pushed myself to do this shit. But like, who fucking tells people to do these things? There's nobody out there that says, all right, you need to get a credit card. You need to you need to understand the difference between the credit and a debit. Like this is what a stock is. This is what a bond is. This is what this is what it is to look like when you're in debt. Like, nobody fucking tells you these things. Like, I had personal finance in school, and I can't tell you what the fuck they taught me.
No,
because like why like these are the things that like. And again, like back to like what these kids are fucking experiencing now, like not like having to be at home and learn at home and whatnot. It's like, well, maybe there's an opportunity there. You know what I mean? Maybe there's an opportunity to teach these kids and to do more. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is just me. This is me. My mind going. No, yeah,
like, dude. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, I was good in like I was fine in school. You know what I mean? I got P's. I got honor roll a bunch of times. I just didn't really care that much to like, especially towards the end. Like, because I saw like the trade route, and like one thing that drives me ballistic when I start talking to my cousins and they start asking me like, how did you tell your family you weren't going to college? And I'm like, for me, fortunately, like nobody really went to college in my family besides like my sister's becoming a nurse. My other sister wants to do something along that line, so they all went to college and stuff. I went to college for a little bit, but like, just the fact of going through high school and getting to the end, and nobody ever said, hey, do you want to go and be a plumber? Go, dude. I have friends that are one of my friends from high school is an iron worker. You know how much an iron worker makes?
Dude,
like you make $120,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year. It depends how overtime you work and stuff. Like, dude, this is the stuff that nobody tells you. Like, dude, we went to school with kids that are in so much college debt and are making $30,000 a year.
Yep.
Dude. Yep. How do you make $30,000 a year? Try to get a house. Try to pay your college loans off every month. Like, it's like it drives me nuts in high school that nobody ever says at the swipe don't worry about this until you graduate. But the second you graduate, here comes it's literally a mortgage, dude. It's a second mortgage, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you
like
mean,
you're like think about that at 17 or 16 years old.
The thing is, though, if you're not going to go to school, you better have a fucking plan.
A game plan.
If my kid ever told me that, right? If you don't want to go to school, fine, but you better have an idea on what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah,
because
dude,
you're not.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You're like if you didn't go to school, if someone didn't go to school, like there's no way for me to look at them differently. There isn't. Like I just don't. You know what I mean? It's all about what you want to do for yourself and how and how you want to take on the day and what you want to do.
But it's just it's average people aren't taught to think like that. Like, literally, people look at you if you don't have a college degree and think you're lower than them.
Yeah. I mean,
because of what? Like, I know you have a college degree. I respect you have a college degree, but like at the end of the day, like, dude, you're living your life, you're paying your bills, you're making your money the same way that I am. I just don't have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, who cares?
But like, so, all right. So let me ask you this, right? But you're going to school right now to get what? Do you need to get like a degree or a certification, or what is it?
So basically, I like the stuff that I want to do. There's really, like, you could have zero college. You don't need college for this stuff at all. Sure. It's like coding. I take coding classes online, stuff that I pay for. And then, but it's not like it's just stuff you do at your own pace. And then also, the main thing I'm trying to do is to get into the Amazon cloud stuff. I don't know if you know anything about that. Amazon
Amazon
Web
Web
Services.
Services.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
that's basically what I'm doing. I'm taking all these exams to get certifications and stuff for.
Okay.
And I mean, the salaries in these jobs are crazy, and you know what I mean. And there's
Okay.
zero
So
college requirements for them, but
right, but you're getting so, but
I'm
there's
getting
still a
knowledge.
physical type of like, hey, like this is on your resume. You got this certificate, but that certificate is going to get you the interview to get you the job,
You need the
right?
certificates, yes.
So yeah, so like it's a different like. Look, I'm not saying it's the same as college, but it's just it's another route for you to take to get that piece of paper or that
Correct.
whatever that materialistic thing is that that achievement, right? Or
Yeah.
for the fucking what do you call what's the right word, the person that's looking to hire you, right? They're looking for that on your resume, and then you go on the interview, you'll sell your fucking self, and then you get the damn job. I mean, like, dude, like, I mean, you'll take these classes, you'll see where it goes, and and that's that, right? I mean, you
Literally,
tackle
yeah.
it one day at a fucking time,
That's it.
and it's just that's just the way to go, man. I mean, like, look, when I was done with college, right? Different situation than you were, right? But I lived with a bunch of buddies that were, I think I probably told you this too. They were all engineers, and they just motivated me to work a little bit more because they were hard workers, right? I
Hmm.
saw them. I wanted to get my work done and kind of be. I went to school for marketing, bro. The fucking business school there, a fucking joke. Okay, a joke. Like idiots. I was doing team projects with fucking morons. Okay,
Yeah.
like, and being able to see this, like, it's just this the system is so fucked up.
But did you need?
And
Let me ask you this: did you need any of that schooling to get to do your job?
so let me. I'll go through just a brief summary of what I did after college. Right, after college, even right before I graduated, I started applying for jobs. Right, I found this one food truck job, and I think you probably know this already, but I worked for Cousins Maine Lobster for
Yeah.
almost a year. And I got that job not because of not it had nothing to fucking do with school. They couldn't wait till I was done with school so I can start working for them. Nothing to do with school. I
Yeah.
got the job, right? Because I showed up. I showed up to the interview. I showed that I gave a shit, and I showed that I can work. And I was there, and I stayed there for a while. The work itself, the hours, it just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. I was working really long days, weeks, and I
Yeah.
needed to move on. Okay, I left that. I went to a job into sales where I used to actually intern at school.
Okay.
It was an okay job. It was good. I really, over the course of the whole year being there as well, I feel like I could have learned more and done more for myself. And I was realizing that maybe I could be earning more for myself financially, and educationally too.
Hmm.
So I took it upon myself to start looking for other positions. Right. And then I ended up getting, and keep in mind that, you know, my college degree didn't get me to go back to that job. It was my experience in college. Okay. So maybe because I had the connection, he knew who I was. He took me back, right?
Right.
All right. So I started applying for other jobs while I'm there, and then I ended up finding this place, interviewing, while I'm home, while I'm still working, you know, and I ended up finding the job that I'm at now.
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't really know if, and this is me being fully transparent. I don't know if my degree got me this job, but my experience with these past few jobs, the experience, the internships that I had in school, um, ha- I would say got me this position because it kind of like it outlined who I am professionally, and it got me there,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for it to be in the situation where I am during this fucking shitty time where people don't have, might not have a job. I
Yep.
mean, it just not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same in the same situation, and I constantly try to remind myself that I am thankful to be in this situation. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and to be able to wake up and to have breakfast and to the little things I need to be more thankful of. You know what I mean? Like it's
Absolutely.
as cheesy as it sounds, it's really true. Like
Yeah. No, it really is.
I need to constantly not be hard on myself, do what I need to fucking do, stop complaining, and just fucking put in the work. That's it. That's it. That's
That's
all.
it, dude.
If I'm not happy, I start looking now, at something, whatever it is. If I'm not happy, I start looking at an alternative. It could be anything, and
Absolutely.
you did that, brother. You did that. I mean, and you're still fucking doing it, you
Yeah,
know?
dude. Yep. It just at the end of the day, dude, I don't want to grow old and fucking regret shit. Like literally,
Yep.
you know, as corny as it is, and how many people probably listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, dude, I have for years, and just very inspiring to me. It always has been for years.
Yeah.
Nothing, not recent. I've been listening to him for years, and it's just like so much of the shit he says is just so fucking true, dude.
It
Like,
sticks with you. Yeah.
like just like even something as little as, you know, leave your job and go pursue what you want to do, and guess what? If it doesn't work out, you can always get another fucking shitty job. It's fucking so true, dude. Like it's so fucking true. Like
Yeah.
something like that little, it's just like, you know, you live one life, and that was the whole thing with me just staying where I was at. I'm trying to do, I just do so much shit. I know you see it. A lot of my friends probably see it too, between the streaming. A lot of friends know that I do the coding and the schooling stuff, and it's like, it's fucking hard to do fucking after 8 hours being somewhere that you hate, coming home, you know, I go to the gym, you know, try to go like 3 days a week, and then just regular shit, running to the food store, running here. And it's like, I just feel like I'm just not as productive as I could be, you know, if I wasn't so, I just wasn't so fucking miserable where I was at. So it's like, I just feel like these next couple of months are going to be absolutely amazing for me as far as just getting what I want to get done and what I want to get out of this whole situation now. Because literally, I can't make a fucking excuse now, because I have all the fucking time in the world. I, you know, just work, like you just said, just work.
Yeah.
There's no excuses.
Put in the work, with whatever you do.
Literally.
I mean, there's if you're, you know, not everybody's as fortunate as you and I.
Yeah, for sure.
Could be, you know, but there's opportunity. There's opportunity with, if you have a cell phone, there's opportunity. With anything. I mean, there really is.
Dude, the fucking cell phone, dude. Literally, this cell phone in your fucking pocket that you carry is stronger than any fucking thing any major business had in their fucking facility 10 years ago.
We're living in a world where I can get a ride in 2 minutes.
You can literally start a fucking business on your phone through a Spotify application and start selling shit and advertising on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, if you're not at a spot where you don't like where you're at, I mean, there's opportunity. Like, take like what you did, you know, like on your off hours, try to start doing something else. And if you start liking it and you start realizing there's momentum, excuse me, make that your full-time thing. You know, I mean, it's that easy. I mean, it's that easy. To me, like, look, money is something that everybody needs, and I'm not saying like it's not something that I care more about my happiness than money. I mean, yeah, I'd rather be happy.
Bro, that saying where money doesn't buy happiness is, I get it doesn't buy happiness, but it buys freedom. Which lets you have happiness. You know what I mean? I hate when people literally tell me that money doesn't buy happiness. I get that. I get that saying, but it buys freedom, and freedom gives you happiness. You know what I mean? So the whole thing where, like, you know, oh, I'll be happy as shit with $500 in the bank account. Good luck, because you're not getting very far. Go to the food store for a family of 4. That's one trip.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Look, I know exactly what you mean, dude. I mean, it's just you got to realize where you're at. And if you can make a specific move, go for it. If not, don't complain, keep working, do what you can on your off hours, you know, and then see where it goes. I mean, there's just,
yeah.
And that's it.
That's it, dude. Got to be happy.
That's it.
That's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing in my opinion. Yeah, dude. So you're not going to stream anymore, you don't think? For now?
You know, I don't know. And that's another thing.
It's hard, dude. It ain't fucking easy, but dude, like.
And there was no, I'll be honest with you, there was no real reason why I stopped. I mean, it's just,
I used to do it too. I used to fucking, you know, I used to stream fucking regularly and then stop. But like now I just been doing it, and like, just dude, like, I've been posting on Instagram, TikTok. Like, it might be annoying for some people to see so many posts, but I don't really care, because that's what I need to do to get where I want to get. And it's like,
yeah, man.
Dude, put it this way. A month and a half ago, about a month ago, I started doing it again, like seriously, and I started actually editing, like trying to edit quality stuff and like upload almost every day. Dude, like I've had like 72 followers on Twitch. I have 110 now in a month. At the start of this, my Instagram, I had, I think I had 100 and like 40 or 100, no, 100, I had like 120 followers on there. I'm up to like 210. So it's like, as whatever, it's just like growth on there. Like whether it's, you know, a couple of people, it's just sick to see that type of, you know, growth. Like, it's not crazy. I'm not making a full-time living off it, or am I gonna? But it's just like, it's cool to see the shit that you're doing start to pay off the way you want it to pay off.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
do you like so for me, right? When I was doing these things, creating Instagram posts and TikToks and all this stuff, I was putting in like and being able to balance that and streaming and my job. And for me, I think it just got overwhelming for me. And I was just like, all right, like I want a game to just enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the process for me was getting too much of like a chore, and that's why I just stopped. And I realized like, okay, like I'm gonna take a break. Like I'll just I'll do me for now. And then again I started sharing other interests. Right?
Hmm.
Do you? I guess my question for you is like you enjoy like doing all these things and creating like
Like so I like one of the main things I started is like I always played video games my whole life, but then like when I started like I really like just like I just like putting myself out there as like a person, you know what I mean? Like
yeah
so it started to become like, well, I don't want to play video games to kill all this time. I'd rather play video games and like try to do something while I'm playing video games. You know what I mean?
sure
That's how I looked at it. Like, I get what you're saying. Video games for most people are just an escape from fucking real world shit, just chill or whatever. And like, but I don't know. For me, it's just like I can't just. I never sit down and play video games and don't stream or record,
yeah
ever. I never do. And I mean, that might sound fucking stupid, but it's just not. I have fun doing the editing, doing the all this shit. I love streaming. I love just talking to people when they come in the chat. I'm not saying my stream's crazy, but like, dude, it's cool to have fucking 4 or 5 people chilling and talking with you.
Yeah, I know.
Sick.
I
Like
mean,
it's
like
fucking fun.
you're playing a game that you like, and you also get to interact with people that you want to interact with, and then you're also creating that content to post on other socials. You like that, like you like the
I like the
process of it.
grind, dude. It's fun.
Yeah, man,
I love
that's
it.
fucking awesome.
So it's
I mean,
like,
that's fucking great. Like,
but it's not for
me,
everybody. It's not for some.
look, dude. Like that's the thing. Like it's for me. It started to turn into a chore, and I cut it. I cut it. Like maybe I'll go back,
Absolutely.
maybe I won't. Who the fuck knows? But right now, I have other interests. I want to get not to get into it, but like I want to try to maybe eventually, I'm trying to read more about it, but real estate investing, I just want to fucking get in that field. Like
Yeah, you, me,
there's
both.
there's money to be
That's the
made.
ultimate goal for me. Is one of my good buddies who maybe I'll have on here. I hope to. That's what he does. He started buying properties and stuff, and now he's redoing houses and townhouses and renting them out. I know that's a little bit different than investing in them, but that's it's kind of
No,
I
that's
guess
investing,
that
brother.
is.
That's investing.
But I know
That's
that
real estate investing.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
that's what he does, and he's killing it now and working still. So I respect him a shit ton out of him.
yeah, that's the thing. You got to learn from these people. Learn from these people, and
That's his thing. We live in a world where you can literally learn anything, bro.
yeah,
YouTube can
I
tell you
know.
anything. Google can tell you anything. It's just a matter of do you actually care enough, or do you just fucking put it in your head that you care?
Right, right. And then I moved away from that from streaming, and I always found love from cooking and having people eat my food. I'm not a good cook. I don't fucking know, what it's like to be in a fucking commercial kitchen and whatnot. But
Yeah,
I just enjoy the act of making something simple. Like this weekend for the Super Bowl, I made Cuban sandwiches. I made my own roasted pork. I
yeah.
got Cuban bread. I got ham, cheese, pickles, mustard. I made the sandwich and my girlfriend and I made it together, and it was fucking awesome. Like, it was really good. And like I just been having this idea to maybe I don't know, maybe eventually I'll do a YouTube channel or something. Who the hell knows?
Bro,
I
you
just I
should.
enjoy
That's
I
what
enjoy that.
that gets me fired up, dude. You should do like literally like now. Like, dude, it's funny you said cooking too, because over the last like 4 to 5 months, I got heavy into cooking, dude. I cook like almost every night. I just cook a new recipe, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I made some fucking fire ramen noodle things ramen noodles the other night. Fucking,
yeah, dude.
I like just so much more stuff. Like, I just go online and find stuff, and like, I don't know, it's just so fun to cook. Like, me and my
Yeah,
new
and like
girlfriend now, like, we're just always cooking stuff all the time, and it's just like
it's
it's fun.
I love being in the kitchen. I really like I love that whole process of it, and I think that might be what my like when I quote unquote retire. I want to be able to retire and then do something that I like,
Yeah.
but it's not retirement. You know what I mean? Like if I can be in a spot where I don't know, I have my own little food vendor or
You
food
mean be
truck type of
financially
deal.
stable and not have to do
Yeah,
something that you don't want to do?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I want to do something like and like if I can have my own type of like food business, I think that's where I want to be. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I mean, who knows? Who knows, bro?
Just keep going with it, dude. And I think the YouTube thing is an insane fucking idea, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it.
I think I have to. I think I have to because
Invest in a camera, man. Invest in a decent camera,
yeah,
and just you'll be fucking straight, dude. I mean, it's a grind. Everything is a grind at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because like it's like something so simple. You're gonna cook and then want to post a YouTube video, but like when you sit down to actually post a YouTube video and realize how much stuff shit you have to edit and then do the description and the tagging and like it's literally another job, dude. Like when people sit there and like they're like, oh well, you're a streamer or a YouTuber. It's so easy. It is not fucking easy, dude. Like you spend, you think you just press post on YouTube. You're putting 3 to 4 hours in just typing a description, doing the tagging, doing research for what tags are going to work, how to thumbnail. Like it's so much more than just posting a video.
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, dude. There's so much stuff you don't see.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, and I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to watch what people do on YouTube, on Instagram, and what they do with their channels when it comes to like a food perspective. Everybody likes food. I mean, it's not.
Everybody's got to eat, bro.
Yeah, everybody's got
to eat something, whether you're vegan or vegetarian or you eat everything. Like you got to eat.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, there's
do it, dude. Heck, start a fucking cooking stream.
What's that?
Start a cooking stream. Yeah, I'm being so serious.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I mean, I thought of that too. I have. I really have. I think about these things and I just don't.
The thing is, like,
you've seen my place. You've been here. It ain't gonna fucking happen at this apartment.
Dude, but why? But why not? You have everything. You have. See, that's the thing. I get it might not look the way you want it to look, or the way but you have everything you need to start doing it. Yeah. There really is no excuse other than maybe you're a little bit worried or something, like as far as whatever. I've been to your place. You have everything there. You have everything to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, look, man. I mean, I hear it from my girlfriend.
I'm not preaching to you, bro. No, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying.
The thing is, though, it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. It's like just fucking get started. Just get started and do it, and see what the fuck happens. And you're right. You're right. And we'll see.
Yeah, dude.
See what happens, man.
Absolutely, man.
Man, we've been going at it for about an hour now.
Dude, it didn't even feel like an hour. I feel quick, man.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Like, I can keep going.
I know, dude.
I just need a few beers.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Oh, my God, dude. But wait a minute now. So you said you've been dating a girl now, right? You've been dating someone. That's awesome, dude. Good for you.
Yeah, dude. Everything's going really good right now. We're going to Florida this week, too, so.
Nice, dude. Wait, don't you have family in Florida?
My dad just moved down to Florida.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not really supposed to speak on this, but because I'm supposed to like do all this quarantining stuff for work, but this will be out by the time I'm out of there anyway. But I went down there a couple months ago, or like last month, to see the new place and stuff, and had a great time down there. And then I came back up here again, and then just me and the girlfriend were talking and stuff, and she had a voucher she had to use for like a plane ticket somewhere. So we're like, well, why don't we just go to Florida? Like, I have a place to stay, like. We'll just go to Florida, whatever. We're going for like a long weekend. We're going down Thursday to like Sunday, and she ended up not using the voucher, but we're still going to Florida, so I'm excited as hell. And then my sister and Tom are going to be going down to the same day. My sister found out I was going down. She's like, "You're going? I'm going to go too." So they bought tickets. So we're all going to be down there now. It's going to be fun.
You guys are flying?
Yeah, we're flying.
Nice, man. Yeah. Have you flew at all? Since all this shit started.
Yep, I flew to go down there. Bro, I flew to go down there, and it was an amazing flight going down there. I flew JetBlue. I had a whole
planes, bro.
No.
What do you mean?
No, dude. So I flew down JetBlue. It was perfect. I had a whole row to myself. I even let someone come sit in my row because they were stacked 3 deep in a row. So I'm like, yeah, sit in the outside seat. I don't care. I had a window seat. Sprawled out in there, dude. Fucking lounging on the fucking plane. The flight home, stacked deep, overbooked. Not a single seat available. I sat there in the middle of that, in the middle seat, last row in a plane, arms completely fucking in my lap for 2 hours, dude. Worst flight of my life. There is no social distancing on the plane companies, dude. They need to make money. They do not care, bro. They do not care. I was amazed, like sitting back, like I'm not really like I'm not scared of COVID. I'm not scared to be around it. I'm not scared of the exposure about it. I'll just be completely honest with you. I don't want to get it. Sitting in that plane, I was very nervous. I'm like, dude, I'm 100% going to have this by the time I get off this fucking plane. Dude, 100%. And I don't mean to say to be a dickhead, like I don't care about COVID or like, I don't wear the mask thing in the store. Like, no, that's not what it is. I'm just not, I'm not fucking scared of it. I live my life day to day. But I was honestly a little bit concerned when I sat back there. I'm like, dude, they do not, I don't get how they get away with it. I don't understand how it's so I have to wear a mask to walk to the bathroom at a bar or a restaurant. But the second I get back, I can take my mask back off. But on the plane, dude, I just have to keep my mask on, but I could sit literally elbow to elbow touching people for 2.5 hours on a plane.
I mean,
how does it make any sense, dude? Like, it's just, it's just literally, it's just people
and they're telling us, hold on now. I heard something the other day about wearing 2 masks.
Yeah, because the N95s don't even. Dude,
are you kidding me?
But we're a year and a half into this, and then they come out and say that the mask that we've been wearing for the last year and a half actually doesn't do what it's supposed to do. A year and a half in of living like this, and now everybody's, you know, spending $30 on a pack of masks at Walgreens. $30 on like a 20-pack of masks, dude.
Look, I'm not a professional, man, but just come on,
it's just such it, dude. Like, to a point, I get it's a virus, and to another point, dude, it's like it's a fucking money making field for these medical companies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
What, dude? If you were to buy a surgical mask 2 years ago, a pack of them in Walgreens or something or wherever, well, how much would it probably cost you? $7 to $10.
So let me real quick. So the business that I work in, right? I work for a promotional product company. When this shit first started, from a business standpoint, it started to get slow because, you know, for the first month, people were panicking. What the fuck are we doing? Yada yada yada.
Right.
Okay, we're working from home. Fine. Now, everybody need masks. So people started coming to us for masks. We were getting face mask orders left and fucking right, man. People were getting their companies branded on face masks, and we were getting so many orders.
Yeah.
And this is the first. I want to say. Let's say April to like middle of summer. That was like the time frame of all these people asking for these, you know, asking up for all these things, you know. And it's like there was business there. There was like I work for that type of company. There was a business. There was people, and people still do order masks from us and whatnot. But like it's not as high demand as it was. But everybody's got their fucking masks.
Bro, that's
10,000 masks they got at this point. But I mean, it's just,
as far as a marketing perspective goes, still to this day, you still have to technically wear a mask everywhere you go in our states. I'll tell you right now, you go down to Florida, bro, it's up to your choice to wear a mask in stores and stuff like that. Unless the store, like big corporate stores like a Target or a Walmart, they require it. But like smaller stores, it's up to you. The government doesn't push it down there. But I'm just saying, that's just Florida for an instance. There's other states that are like that. But like for up here, dude, that's an ingenious marketing scheme, dude. Everyone has to wear a mask, so put your brand in front of the mask. They see it on in front of your mask. Oh, what's this? On Instagram. Done. Oh, yeah. You made sales on whatever you're selling. Or whatever you're looking to do with that brand.
Yeah.
You pulled an interest.
Man.
It's genius.
There was business to be made there. I mean, look, it's
probably died down now, but it's still a thing. Sure. Every company has masks with their brand on it. Every company, honestly.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. And you know, makes you think like when we're going to come back to some type of normalcy, you know? I mean,
at this point, I don't even know if we're gonna.
You know, I try to be optimistic with everything. And, you know, I constantly try to tell myself, we'll get there. But I also, like you said earlier, you know, you got to live your life. And
it just doesn't, dude, like, I don't even know anymore. Like, 3 months into it, I'm like, it'll go back to normal at some point. 6 more months, it'll go back to normal at some point. I don't even know how far are we into this? A year and a couple of months, year and a half, and it's like,
I think it's about a year now because I mean, when I first started my job, I was still.
It just doesn't.
I was still commuting, so yeah, it's about a year now.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then just whole like I hate. I'm not trying to. I don't ever get into politics with anybody. I hate politics, but like just like the whole vaccine thing. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's like, what are they gonna do? Make it a requirement for every fucking citizen in America to get a fucking vaccine at some point? Like, how do you do that? You can't force someone against their own will to do something they didn't want to do to their body.
I mean,
but can they? I don't know.
Religiously can't do it. You know, I mean,
I know.
Look, everybody's got the freedom to do whatever the heck they want. I just want to be able to go see my colleagues and meet up for a drink and for happy hour and meet up with friends and just being able to do these fucking things.
Bro, like at core, I want to go to fucking Johnny Mac's so bad and just go for a night again and just fucking chill, dude. Like, is that ever going to happen again? How's the summer going to be again? Stupid like this last one?
I haven't seen friends, man, in such a long time. And
I mean, luckily for me, I have, but like, it's just the atmosphere of just seeing humans, dude, doing normal shit. Dude, the other day, my girlfriend didn't have a shovel for her apartment complex for whatever reason. I don't know why, but she'd have a shovel. So we were trying to find a shovel for her, like at Home Depot or something. And we were driving behind the Home Depot to leave the lot. And like, I just see like 50, 60 people unmasked skiing, I mean, sledding and stuff with their kids and like friends and family. And dude, and I literally looked at her and said to her, I'm like, that makes me so, as corny as it is, that makes me so fucking happy. Just to see people just doing normal shit without the masks on, without all the shit. Like, it's just refreshing, dude, because that's how it should be.
I know.
And
nice
you haven't seen it. Like, it's something that corny, bro. Like, I've seen some kids sledding and I got a little like, you know, oh my God, that's so like nice to see. But like, we live in a world like that's honestly like, it's rare to see.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting to see what this summer's going to bring us.
Dude, like when I went down to Florida, I met my dad's neighbor and like to just walk up like no mask and shake hands. Like it was weird at first, but like I'm not even weirded out by the whole COVID thing realistically. Like I just go wash my hands, but like I'm like thought about it. I'm like, is he going to shake my hand or what's going to happen now? Like even with family and stuff, like some of my family, like, you know, you shake their hand, you hug them. Now it's just like a fist bump or an elbow. Like it's weird, dude.
But like,
it's weird.
Family, it's one thing I can easily just be like, hey, do you mind? Like I can ask someone, friends too. Like, I'll ask. I don't fucking care. Like I'll ask. And if you don't want to, fine. That's your choice. But like when you look at it from like a business standpoint and what businesses are going to do now, you know what I mean? Like people are hiring remote and like, I don't know what the hell my company's going to be doing as far as like when it comes to like, when are we going to go back to the office, if at all? I mean, me personally, our company's been pretty successful without being in the office.
That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of these companies are going to realize that they don't have to have storefronts to have a successful business anymore. You know, that's just more overhead. And I feel like a lot of companies, once and I hope this COVID stuff goes away, dude, I think it's going to be a normalcy type of thing to work from home. I feel like people are more productive from home. I feel like it's less overhead for companies to have physical stores, physical facilities, physical buildings.
There's a lot of change coming. I think like there's already stuff that has changed. Like I feel like there's going to be more coming when it comes to that whole world, because you know when you start looking for a job, when you get your certification, there might be different things that are going on. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to think about that. It really is. I mean, I look forward to it. You know what I mean? I look forward to it all because, like, you know, it'll be new experiences and new stuff to tackle. But you know, we'll see. I mean, that's the only thing we can do is to see what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just nothing you can do anymore. You just literally just play it out, watch it all play out.
Exactly.
That's it, dude. Craziness.
Exactly, dude.
Well, dude, we've been at it for an hour and 7.
We gotta meet up, man. We gotta meet up,
dude. Let's go. I mean, I don't know, dude. I'll go to a bar tomorrow. I don't know how you are, but like, I'll go out and get food tomorrow.
We'll chat.
But yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not saying realistically we're gonna go tomorrow, but like, I'm just saying if you want to go out somewhere and go get some food and get a couple of drinks, let me know, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm down.
Yeah. No, I seriously, I'd love that, man.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
And thanks for having me on, dude. I mean, this was great.
Dude, I hope you liked it, man. I want to do this with a lot more people. So, I mean, people watching this now, we just did fire podcast hour. I mean, it's gonna be a little over an hour, dude. Like,
yeah.
And it was fun as shit, dude. We had nothing but stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Nice. I feel like some people are like, I don't know, what are we gonna talk about? I'm like, bro, you just literally sit down. What are you gonna start with? How you been? You know what's going on, and then it just branches off, dude. We literally jumped into a topic like 5 seconds to the thing, bro.
Yeah. I mean. What is it? You call it the Vibecast? That's what you call it?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
Yep, the Vibecast. Just, dude, it's just kind of good vibes. You know what I mean? Like, as corny as it is, just good vibes. You just chill. You just talk about whatever, and it is what it is. Make some content out of it, you know?
I love it, man. I love it. I love it.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I guess we'll wrap it up here.
Yes, sir. It sounds good, man. Thanks for having me. Good
all right, bro. I'll be in touch about everything else.
Yeah, man. We'll chat soon.
All right, dude. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye, bro.
Peace.